out of nowhere, I realized that Baron was correct. I do not have a PlayStation 5. I have a Series X or Series S. I want a PS5. But back when I was really about to trying to really dive in to get one, you couldn't find one. But now they're pretty much readily accessible. But here's the issue: people like Baron kept telling me, "Hey, whoa, slow down, big dog. The PS5 Pro might be around the corner."
Hold
Right?
your horses.
Now, truth be told, I'm not a big fan of mid-gen refreshes. Not a fan. Not a fan. Right? I feel like you holding back. Give me that refresh at the beginning. That's just me, right?
I agree.
That's just me.
I feel you. I feel the
He
same
said, come
way.
out the
I feel
gate
that.
swinging.
I feel that. Okay.
Mhm.
Come
I
out the
feel it,
gates
yeah.
with it, because you know what I'm saying. Come out with it now. If that means I gotta pay a little more than $500, but for something that's going to take me across 7 gens. If you tell me right now, let's use my Series X or the PS5, either one, right? 500 day one, right? And then 4 years later, another 500 for a better version of the console you got now. I'd rather you tell me day one 750, 800.
Whoa,
Rather, and this is the console that's future proof for the next 7 to 10 years.
And whose man's?
I'd rather do that than to spend $1,000.
That's yours.
I mean, to be fair, when they first came
That's just
out,
me.
people were
Big
dropping that money on it. Like they were dropping
Oh,
800 to 900 to it. You know what
The
I mean?
street
I
price.
know a
So
fool that did that.
I didn't do
I
that.
know a fool that paid $1,000.
Them-
He used to be on the show.
Them scalpers, man.
Stop.
Ooh.
Does it feel like it's so PlayStation 4 came out in 2013. It's 10
Mhm.
years old now. Does it feel like because we have been in a pastrami sandwich for so long that we are just bombarded with news all the time, especially from TikTok, that this did come a little too soon? Was it PlayStation 5 is 2 years old? I think the PlayStation 4 Pro came 5 years into the cycle, if I'm not mistaken. But the PlayStation 4
Yeah.
also did not have the major issues that the PlayStation 5 does. You can't store that Joker upright anymore because the liquid stuff in there. You can't, the dust stuff. Is it just that we are so new into the life cycle that the Pro is being pushed, or there's such issue with the Pro, or is it just that they should have? I mean, you still can't get a PlayStation 5 here. You're looking at $1,000 more in Canada.
In Canada, yeah,
Oh,
they're
really?
easily
Yeah.
accessible now.
Yeah, you
in
can
the
go in the
States.
store.
Mine is still
You
in
can
a
go in the store
box.
and get one now.
Of course.
You never
But
took it
I-
out the box?
I'm gonna trade it in. The new one's coming out. I might as well trade it in. What are you
Oh, that's-
looking at me like that for?
You know what though?
Brand
Shame her
new.
because she still
Okay.
has a Steam Deck in the box too.
Yeah, I do.
Oh damn.
That's
Yeah,
There's
bro.
what?
We don't talk
Makes
to
sense.
her.
Because okay, listen, I play
I don't
most
know
of
how
my
she got
games.
here.
Yeah.
I play most of
Shame.
my games on my gaming PC, which is right here in front of me.
Oh,
So
she's one of those.
yeah, you already knew that though.
You like
Shut
one of
up. I play my Switch sometimes.
Sometimes.
You know what? This
Almost
news
said her
also
gamer
came with the
tag.
announcement that they're expanding the PlayStation life cycle, PlayStation 4's life cycle to 2025. So
Mhm.
why bring out the Pro if you're already gonna your last gen console that you're ditching? You're still gonna keep support for.
I can
Even
tell you why.
PlayStation 3 just got an update.
Oh no, I got the answer.
I know I still
Because
have my
Yeah, what's the
PlayStation
answer?
3.
What's the answer?
Sony is the
Mhm.
Apple of the gaming industry. That's
Right.
why.
They're
That-
turning
that's
into
why.
it, yeah.
No, not
They're
turning
explain-
into
they're
definitely
it.
turning.
No, I wouldn't say they
Explain
were
that, B.
at the beginning.
Okay, easy. Apple just had to convert over to USB-C.
Mm.
They just came
They did
out to
not
where
want
the
to, boy.
USB-C chargers that they're going to be using has to be Apple certified in order for it to have the supercharging effect and the transfer speeds that are normal.
That's
So
a
if you
damn
just
shame.
pull any random USB-C, it's not going to work as well as if you had an Apple authorized product. And crazy thing about
Sad.
now when I say with Sony,
Mhm.
the PSVR 2 is the prime example. That is the prime example. Why are you making people rebuy games over it?
I
For-
agree.
Yeah.
Like that reason,
I thought
that
that
is the
was-
most
that
Apple
was
thing I've ever
funny,
heard of.
boy.
I agree, but I'm saying they're turning into Apple. I don't think when PlayStation first came out, they were like that. I mean, literally, your PS3 wouldn't be working anymore if they were like Apple when it first came out.
Remember, they did
Yeah.
have an issue of the clocks. Didn't they have the clock
But
issue?
mine's yeah, but like that was only a few.
I was like, they did have a
That's
problem.
the original ones. Even
Yeah,
Yeah.
PlayStation 4,
mine
the
still
original
works.
ones have it.
Yeah.
Grand pianos.
Yeah.
But no,
But,
but
CMOS batteries.
Mm.
to really dive in to I guess where we really are as far as the PS5 Pro. Jay, I'm gonna switch over to you and your thoughts because apparently according to Tom Henderson, I could be wrong. Really quick, I'm gonna get to the super chat from Clutch Main. Clutch Main gets 5 super chat says going to work. Just want to say I highly recommend Violent Evergarden. Great anime on Netflix, top quality. I forbid watching it dubbed. Have a great show.
Thanks, Clutch,
Lord.
man.
Violent
Thanks,
Evergarden.
Clutch.
Okay. That's not a bad one.
I forbid watching it dubbed. So y'all better watch it subbed only. Subbed only.
I'll do my
I can't
best.
read, Coach.
Catch, Coach.
But Jay, I'm gonna swing it over to you and your thoughts because I believe it was Tom Henderson, Insider Gaming, who originally put this piece out about the PlayStation 5 possibly launching as early as next year. That'll put us 4 years into the cycle. Your thoughts on the PlayStation 5 Pro, and if that's coming out, that means the Xbox Series XXX is right around the corner as well. So your thoughts on the PS5?
Listen, I just hope this time around
Pro.
is RDNA 2.0.
Hey, listen.
Oh, we ain't
Wow.
going there. Nah, I'm playing. Nah, listen, we don't need mid-gen refreshes, especially now since the pandemic hasn't really allowed these devs and studios to actually take full advantage of these consoles yet. Like we haven't seen any games yet that we could point to and be like, listen, this game right here is taking advantage of the console,
Mm-hmm.
right?
True.
To its full capabilities. Like even on Xbox, we don't have games taking full advantage of the architecture yet, right? So
Yeah.
I don't see the point of it coming out next year. Like it makes no sense to me. And like you
Which is
said,
why.
for another $550, $600, like it makes no
Oh, it's
sense.
gonna be the 650.
Right.
If
It's
this,
crazy.
I don't think they're gonna get us with a 5.
Which is why what they do, and I could be wrong. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. We got people in the chat like Basement Radio Arcade. Shout out to Brap in the chat. Appreciate you, Brap. Let me know if I'm wrong. But when they're putting these consoles together, they scale back a lot of stuff to get the cost down.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I see it is if you're going to do a mid-gen refresh and charge me another 500 on top of the 500 I spent, charge me 800 now. And I know this is going to be the console I have throughout the 10 years.
And
That's
Fame,
just me. Give me
Fame,
my
this is-
Pro. Give me my
Let-
Pro at the beginning. Give me my Pro. Give me my PS5 Pro and my PS5. Or my Xbox Series XXX and my Xbox Series X. Give it to me at the
Nasty
beginning.
box.
That way,
X. Nasty.
I know that I'm gonna buy the one. I can buy one for a little cheaper for 500. That's gonna, be around. Or I can get the one that's gonna last me the entire generation. That's it's a personal preference, but I'd rather have that.
So, are you saying they should have done it like Xbox did with the Series X and the S?
That would have been better.
To an
They did it
extent,
that way.
yes.
Yeah.
essentially that's what's going to be done.
Which
right?
is why
Yeah.
I bought the Series X. I knew it would take me further than I have a Series S now, but I knew the X eventually would take you further because we're gonna get to a point where we're gonna say, all right, well, the Series S ain't cutting it. We may get to that point.
Somebody
Right.
on this panel was shaming me for taking too long to load up the
Fame,
game.
Fame, and let's not forget, knowing Sony, right? You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna charge us for an upgrade on the upgrade.
Yep.
We want that next gen upgrade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
So you just
$80
pay for
There's
the
game
already
for the Pro?
rumors.
you just pay the upgrade, right? For the PlayStation 5, but now they're gonna make you pay for another upgrade for a PlayStation 5 Pro features.
Yep.
And extra 20 on games. Because there's already rumors that the next PS5 will not come with a drive, but can be sold with a detachable disk drive that's not compatible with the base PS5. That is a thing.
That's stupid.
Wait,
That's
wait.
How Apple
wait,
is that?
What?
No,
That is so
no,
Apple.
That
I
is
get
the
it,
most
I get it,
Apple
it's
thing
Apple.
I've ever heard.
I understand it's Apple.
Oh,
It's stupid
man.
though at the same
'Cause
time.
You
I
know
wonder-
why?
That's
Oh, I'm
horrible.
sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna
Rock,
say, I
paper,
wonder
scissors.
if like there have been so many issues with the PS5 because I honestly haven't played it. That's why they're rushing this refresh. Because like when you have people like you have like merchandise tested out, and you really can't find all the bugs until you have a lot of people testing it out. Like, I wonder if there's just so many issues that they're like, yo, let's just push this out and like fix all of that shit. I'm
That
not
makes
sure.
sense,
I'm
though.
just wondering if that's part of it.
That makes sense
I-
because it wasn't until recently that we found out about the storing it upright issue, and they wouldn't have known that unless they were testing for the last like 3 years before the console came out. And Baron is right. That's some weird. So I'm with Baron. Sony is turning into Apple, and Apple is turning into a technological and design house. And when you think of it like that,
Yeah.
everything starts to make sense. Like,
It's a pretty place. Not
Well, it's a
functional.
business.
I definitely don't want to come off
No.
have it like a bashing section, right? I'm not trying to bash. I just think, you know, I accept the fact that I'm going to be an outlier. JD, I'm gonna go over to you, JD, get your thoughts on this, but I accept the fact that I'm gonna be on the outlier of the people who just want you to give me what you originally was gonna do with this console. I know you want to scale back to make it more marketable and get it closer to what gamers expect, and I get that. You don't want to, but if the tech, because I get it, sometimes it's because the tech isn't available, right? If it's close enough to where this is gonna be the greatest and best over, give me that. But go ahead, JD. I'm sorry.
Personally, I don't believe it. I'm just gonna have to believe it when I see it. If it happens, it happens. But I don't believe it, mainly because it's just too soon. People really just started getting PS5s after all the whole scalping situation with the scalpers paying thousands of dollars, all of this stuff. Pandemic is finally starting to level out. Things are getting back to normal. So I don't really see them rushing at this current point to go ahead and push out a Pro. I think maybe another 2.5 years, maybe I can see it, but not right now. I just think it's too soon. I just think it's probably they're developing it, they're working on it. I do believe that, but do I think it's gonna come out next year? No.
Right.
I
And
see.
JD, let's not forget, right? We're just coming out of a chip shortage,
Right.
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
That
it
part.
makes
So-
no sense.
Yeah.
So,
that's why
Hey,
I don't
really
believe it.
quickly, I got to follow super chat from Swagger Sees that this is why I'm moving more and more of I'm moving more and more of my gaming to PC. You get what you pay for.
True.
I
True.
think the renaissance of PC gaming really happened last gen, where like more and more people are like, I'm going PC. Especially a lot of people, it happened, whether they were
Pandemic
building
pushed
it or buying pre-built. PC
Yeah.
was the wave, and I can see us going because again, you get what you pay for, right? And you have that ability to go and swap out components. I
Honestly.
get it, and I understand the renaissance for a lot of people. And I get the people who say I just want to plug and play my console. I get both sides, but the PC gaming renaissance really happened last gen. I think for the mainstream, because I know a lot of people who I know personally that don't play games like we do, wouldn't got a gaming PC. What are you doing with that, big dog? What are you
There's
doing with
people
that?
in-
You ain't know what
That
you're
shit
doing
is
with that.
powerful.
As a
You do all
Crypto
kinds of
in
shit
the
with it.
pandemic.
They don't know
Yeah.
how to use that. They
You
just
can do
got
all
it just to
kinds
say
of
they
stuff
got it,
with
just to
it.
spend money.
There's people I know that
No.
got gaming PCs
Yeah.
just to play GTA RP, and they don't play
Yep.
any other games. But
But
since
do
RP
they
is
do
only
other
available,
stuff on their
The
PC?
wow crowd.
Probably
well,
not.
See,
they do like
I think
corporate
when-
stuff.
Right. I think the reason why having a gaming PC is like so because it's so versatile. Like you can play games on it, you can create content on it. It's a powerful machine, right? Well,
Yeah,
with the console, all you're
PlayStation
doing is
crime memes
playing
in the
games.
background.
Yeah. Fans do be
multimedia
loud, but you can't hear mine right now, and I have a gaming
No,
laptop.
no. PlayStation, I say you can have PlayStation crime memes in your background. With
Oh,
your
yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Hey, no.
I think. Oh, you could be.
Oh no, I was gonna say back to the PS5 Pro. I believe J Rock brought up a great point about the chip shortage. This is why I honestly thought we were gonna get a PS5 Lite. I thought we were gonna get a smaller, compact, and honestly,
like the Series S.
JD
Oh,
might
the
be
Slim.
right, and it
Yeah.
might not be a Pro. It might be a scaled down, smaller. Because first off, that design is not gonna sell in Asia. Like that thing is huge.
It's
We
It's-
already
it's
remember
big.
that was the number one complaint for the Xbox One and Xbox 360. It was just too big.
Mhm.
So then you make a console that's bigger, like that. That's not gonna
Yeah.
work. So you make this is why I thought it was gonna be a compact due to the chip shortage. They're gonna lower the weight on it. They're gonna figure out it's gonna be a lighter unit, and that's what I thought was gonna happen.
To me, that makes more sense at
Yeah.
this where we are.
Where we
I
are
guess
right
next year
now.
would be 4 years.
Mhm.
Would be 4 years in. A
Mhm.
light makes
Yeah.
more sense in this market than a pro.
Pro.
I can see
Yeah.
a pro maybe 3 to 4 years later than that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because think about it, we had the PS4, the PS4 Slim,
Mhm.
then the PS4 Pro.
And
That
then
was the
even
order it went in, right?
The
Mhm.
PS3, they all have multiple versions.
I can definitely see them making a competitor to the S because the S.
Yeah,
sells
why
like
not?
hotcakes.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see them being like, you know what, let's slim it down, take out the disc drive, make it all digital, and just hopefully they can nail
Would-
the design.
Would
Yeah.
that mean them discontinuing the discless PS5?
No, nah.
Wouldn't that
No.
No.
I think
if you had
I
a,
think
if
they'll
you
just
had a
have free SKUs.
discless PS5 Slim, would you continue to manufacture the discless regular PS5? I don't think so.
I think they would do it if they
Wouldn't it be
come out with a
counterintuitive?
Pro. I think
I
they'll-
know. I get what you're saying. Because I remember with the PS3, because first you had the grand piano, and then you had the because that's
You
what
had
it
the
looks like.
bold, and then you had the
Yeah,
italics.
and then you had that slide turtle shell
Mhm.
thing,
Yeah.
and then so maybe they would discontinue it. I never really paid. This is the first time as an adult that a console came out and I didn't buy it. Like this is
Yeah.
this is new to me. So I'm on the outside looking in speculating because this I'm not used to this, but I just refuse because I know the day I go my receipt expires,
Yup.
they're gonna announce the next PlayStation. I just
Yup.
know it.
Look, I
And
got my
I'm-
PS5. It's collected stuff. So.
Oh Lord,
Oh damn!
Are you just like Dez? Wait,
Oh,
is yours at
man.
least out of the box?
is
Yeah,
it plugged
mine's
into the
out the
box.
TV?
Mine is plugged into the TV.
Oh, see you winning.
Updates. and
I know.
everything.
I know. Jay probably resting his feet on his.
Oh, yeah.
Lord,
My Tim's. The butters is on.
he said it's at the door.
Not the tip.
This
It's-
man
yeah,
come
across
work
the
to my
door.
mother.
In the mud
I
room.
His father hold my feet up.
Not taking my consoles out of the box, but a lot of the games I want to play are available on Steam and Xbox Game Pass. So
That's the thing. And the biggest game that
Sure.
would define a generation, Last of Us, is coming to PC. Like it's
Yeah.
it's what, a couple days out, or
Yeah.
like right around the
When
corner?
it comes to the PS5 and PC, a lot of it as of now, because I think it's going to change soon. As of now, it's all about am I willing to wait?
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to when it comes to because
And I
Xbox is day one, but as far as the PC and PS5,
Mhm.
you asking yourself, am I willing to wait? And if you're willing to wait, then just stay on PC, big dog.
you might as well
the
wait
thing.
because everybody who has Steam has a backlog of a bunch of fucking games. So like you might
Ugh.
as well get
Yeah,
through
you
that
loud, bro.
library.
You real
You ain't
loud.
lying.
And-
Yep.
and you know what
I'm
it is,
real
right?
loud because I
The-
know
the-
everybody has that backlog.
Yep. And the longer you wait, the harder it is for you to jump in, right?
Yeah.
Because you're like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
man, I have a feeling next month
Mhm.
they're about to announce something. So you just
Mhm.
stand there waiting.
You just
I'm
be
with
waiting
B.
forever. It's
Yeah.
a cycle.
I'm with B. This is the first time I have the
Yeah.
original PS2. I have the original PS3, original PS4. I've been playing through God of War, and it sounds like a small plane is trying to take off in my room. But this is the
Mhm.
first time that I have not, and I've never bought an Xbox console. I have not bought a PlayStation console day one, and now I'm like, do I need it? Like, unless they're gonna do like a Aloy special edition console for whatever they're gonna put out, I don't really want.
Aloy.
I want to.
That
If
has
I'm
been
going
a-
to spend that much money, $1,000 plus. Me and Don are on the same boat. Don lives in Canada, lives in Alberta with me. Unless we're willing to pay scalpers for the money, or we're willing to fork over $1,000 plus, I want it to be something that is worth my time.
Well,
I mean, I can send it to the Wandering Dutch and get it
so-
painted, but you know.
facts. To back you up on this, right? When you see PlayStation's future game output, right, and you see there's what 12, 13 games as a service, and it did
Mhm,
say those games as a service are going to be day one on PC.
mhm.
Mhm.
The incentive for you to jump and buy a PS5 right now isn't really there. So I kind of agree with you.
I'll get
Yeah,
it for
no,
collection's
that's
sake,
fact.
just for to like have one, but to play it,
That's why I have mine for collection. So.
Oh,
That Steam
Damn.
Deck is a collection now, right?
Damn.
Bring the box.
Boy, it must be nice. Listen, I'm going to switch gears here,
We
but
all
before
ain't
we do,
able.
if you guys hear the sound of my voice, hit that like button. It helps us out a whole bunch. Share the stream out. We got a bunch more left to talk about. But you guys hit that like button, sharing the stream out helps us out a lot. I want to switch gears here.